more than awkward.
What's up, Joshua? How you doing?
Hey, Brooke and Jubal.
Is he calling us from jail? Because I'm pretty sure it's a felony or something.
I'm not calling from prison, no.
Oh, so you didn't get caught?
No, I definitely got caught.
Oh.
All right. Tell us a little bit about what happened, because your email just said, I need a do-over because I ran over somebody.
Oh, my God.
And that's very
even a
confusing.
subject
It's like,
line?
all right, we'll do a second date update on that. What does that mean?
So here's what happened. I met Kara on eHarmony.
Okay.
She's great. And we decided we're going to go to a concert because we both really dig on music. And I pick her up at a coffee shop, and we're talking, and it's awesome. And I'm just really into the conversation. And then I accidentally ran over somebody.
No, you don't just throw that in there so casually. Like, I pick her up, the conversation's great. Oh.
And then also, yeah, we heard a little thump, and then I realized, did it again. Ran over a person.
Speed bump.
Okay, so people freaked out, but it was not my fault.
Wait, okay, but clarify for me. When you say ran over a person, do you mean like full speed ahead, like thump over a person?
No, I was at a stoplight. It had turned green. I don't know if the guy was hurrying to get somewhere, but he darted in the road, and I figured that it was clear to go. I didn't see him, and Kara yells, "You hit somebody," and I said, "What?"
You had to be told that you hit a pedestrian. You didn't just know that?
Well, I ran over his foot. Like, it was his foot.
Okay, so he didn't like hit your windshield and you didn't notice.
No, he didn't crack in the windshield.
Okay.
But I was really paying attention to her because I'm trying to be a better listener. And so I said, "What?" And there were no cars behind me, so I stopped the car and I put it in reverse and...
Ran over his other foot?
No, I didn't. I just, nicked his knee. I glanced off.
So you almost ran over him a second time.
That's an accurate statement, but in my defense, it was his fault.
No, there's no defense. And you don't sound guilty about this at all.
I have thought about this a lot, and I don't feel bad about it because this guy ran in front of the car, and I stayed. I filed the police report. I got into a little bit of an argument with another person that was on the road about what had happened, but I think that she did not see everything that happened.
Right.
Wait, what was your date doing the entire time you're filling out a police report?
Well, she left.
Okay, so she took off. And what did she say to you about the whole situation? Did she say anything before she left?
Well, she stayed around and she was screaming a lot for a while.
I can understand
But
that.
again, I don't think that's me. I think that she had a family thing that it was bringing stuff up.
What?
Another
So
person.
you're blaming past baggage for her wanting to leave?
I don't think it was about me.
Okay.
What was she screaming?
I mean, there was a lot of the "oh my gods." There was a lot of "this shouldn't be happening."
And is that the last you've heard from her?
I mean, I was shouting her name out as I noticed as she was leaving, and then the police officer was really stern with me paying attention to him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They usually
So
like
she
it.
might have said something else,
Okay.
but I didn't hear it.
So her walking away while you're filing a police report after accidentally running over some guy's foot is the last thing you've seen of her.
Yes.
All right.
Which, could actually be good for you because she sounds like a key witness in all of this. And I don't think that it was the other guy's fault.
But it was his fault. I have been to court about this. No charges are being pressed.
Yeah, because she wasn't there. Dude, you hit him twice, man.
The second time was a glance. So I disagree with the term hitting twice. Look, it was an accident. It just happened to take place with a really cute girl on a first date, and I just need a do-over. And it will be a do-over where we take public transportation, or...
Is that because your license has been revoked?
No, I still have my license.
Okay.
It's just provisional, so I cannot drive at night.
Okay. So have you tried to call her since then, though, or will this be your first attempt to reach out?
I texted her, and I told her, "Hey, I know that was crazy. Sorry about the guy. The guy's doing okay."
And nothing? No response?
It's funny, when you see the little ... dots with the text sometimes.
Yeah.
I think I saw that right afterwards, but then nothing. Nothing was sent.
So she thought about
So
responding
weird.
to you and then stopped herself.
Yeah, it seems like maybe she started to say yes, of course, and then she was just nervous.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Moving 92.5.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
The following is a true story about real-life events that have actually taken place in our judicial system. The names and dates have not been changed. They're the same.
Yeah.
They're the same names and dates because it's really not that big of a deal, but it sounds cooler if I talk like this. And Joshua is on the phone today for a second date update. If you just missed the first part, he ran over a dude on his first date and had to give a police report and has had to go to court over it and everything else. He was found not guilty of any crime. He says that the guy jumped out in the crosswalk when he was not supposed to be in the crosswalk, and then he ran over his foot. And then when his date screamed, "Oh my God, you hit somebody," he reversed and sort of ran over the guy a second time.
Yeah.
And then his date, Kara, who we're about to call right now to figure out why she's not calling him back, even though we already kind of know,
Definitely no.
left while he was giving the police report, and he hasn't been able to talk to her since.
Josh, I mean, do you have an idea of how to come back from this? Because I don't think it's the accident that's so much the problem. It's your nonchalant attitude about running over a pedestrian.
Again, like the guy didn't tumble in front of the car and smash my windshield, and I didn't go, what? He ran in front of me, I got his foot, and then I kind of nicked his knee on the way back.
All right. It wasn't like you targeted this guy out of nowhere, like, hey, hold on 1 second. This guy needs to get run over. And then put on some AC/DC or something and went after him.
It wasn't like I maliciously ran over the dude. It was just an accident.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Kara, please?
this is Kara.
Hey, Kara, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Great. This is weird.
I can understand how you'd think that. I'm actually on the phone with you right now because we're doing a segment called the Second Date Update. And basically, we want to ask you some questions about a date that you went on recently with a guy named Joshua.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The thing is, he really liked you, and he asked us to call you and find out why you're not calling him back.
What?
Yeah.
He wanted what? He wanted you to call me?
Yes. He sent us an email and told us about your horrible first date.
What did he tell you? Exactly.
He told us that he met you on eHarmony, and you guys were on your way to a concert. And he said on the way to the concert, he was talking to you and wasn't paying attention. And some dude ran out in the crosswalk, and he ran over his foot. Then you screamed, and then he put the car in reverse and kind of hit the guy again.
Oh God. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So is that the reason you're not calling him back, the whole accident? Because he said that you left while he was giving a police report.
I was pretty shaken up. I mean, I've never even seen anyone hit by a car, much less being in the car. I was in the car. I mean, it was so crazy. And then I had to tell him, you hit someone. And then we backed up and we hit him again.
Well,
it was like,
But the guy
Kara.
was all right?
I mean, he did send me a text message later telling me that the guy was okay, but I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe he's just calling me to, ask me out on another date. Be like, oh yeah, the guy's fine. Sure, you want to go out again? I mean, we hit someone on a date.
Okay, but that was an accident. I understand if you feel like that's a bad omen for a first
but
date.
an accident. Like, what's going to happen on date number 2? What are we going to do?
There's all sorts of options now, I think. The crazy door has been opened. You guys can just run through it full speed together if you want.
I'm cool not going through that door. Like, I'm good.
Why wouldn't you text him back, though, after that and just say, hey, that was too much for me on a first date?
Look, there were other reasons. That was not the only reason. I was just done with that date.
Wait, there was more than hitting a pedestrian.
Yeah.
What's worse than that?
I mean, I'm not saying it's worse. Like, I'm not saying we, killed a family. Like,
That would be worse for sure.
but, I mean, I was on this date for, 10 minutes prior to the incident, we'll call it. I got in his car, and Joshua wears an ungodly amount of cologne.
Oh.
It was like being in the back of a cab in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Just horrible. Okay.
Instant
And you know what?
migraine.
Depending on the cologne, that could be worse than running over a person.
I mean, that person was okay. If I stayed in my car much longer, I would not have been okay.
So that's why you left. You didn't actually leave because of the pedestrian. You just didn't want to ride home.
I'll be honest, it was like, dude, my asthma was going to be like, hello. There was no way. There was no way. And I'll be honest with you, I don't understand how it is that he could have sprayed that on himself in the morning and was like, yeah, I smell good. Like, no way.
Excuse me, can I talk now?
What's going on?
Oh, Kara, that's Joshua. He's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Kara, what is up? Why are you saying this? You know that's not true.
Joshua, look, I did not know you were on the phone. And I am really sorry that you had to hear it like that, but it is true. I'm sorry.
I put on a little bit of cologne because I cared about the date. I wasn't swimming in it.
I'm sorry. Like, I feel bad kind of right now. Like, I'm glad you cared about the date, but it's not that there's nothing wrong with, in general, putting cologne on, but don't you remember I rolled down the window? Like, it was really cold outside, and I rolled down the window, and I was like, hey, look at the fresh air. This is great. You didn't think anything was weird about that?
That was part of the distraction all right, look.
If you wouldn't have rolled down that window, he wouldn't have had to hit somebody.
I will have you know that I get a lot of compliments on my cologne, and the majority of them are not from family members.
Well, that's fine. Then they can go out with you and be in a small enclosed space and have asthma, but not me. I felt like I was going to die, okay? Not unlike the person you ran over, and I didn't have my extra inhaler with me.
Well, the person that I accidentally ran over his foot was nowhere close to death, which I would say is, maybe similar to how your cologne. Okay, look. All right, okay, fine.
You're in such a predicament right now, Joshua.
It's not about the cologne. I cannot wear cologne. I can change that, all right? I just think that I got a good vibe from you before all this stuff happened, and I'm sorry. And
which part are you sorry for, the cologne or the almost dead dude?
I mean, he's not almost dead. Come on. Wow. This was found out in a court of law. He was fine. But
honestly, like, I'm just trying to give you feedback about your cologne. Like, it just doesn't smell good, and the amount didn't smell good. And I'm not trying to be mean. It is what it is. And besides, I didn't know you were on the phone. They tricked me.
So wait, were you attracted to him before you smelled him? No, I'm serious, because the smell is an automatic turnoff, but there could have been something pre-smell.
When I saw his pictures online and we communicated online, it was really cool. And when I saw him from far away, it was great. When I walked up close, not so great. But, and I don't mean like he was ugly. I mean like it was the smell. But from far away, it was good. I mean, it just like once you got closer.
Can you please stop talking about how bad I smelled?
Well, Josh, do you want to go back to talking about the guy that you hit? We have two options here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I feel like there's a door number 3 that we're not even talking about here, which is we were having a pretty good time before I hit someone. And,
that's a really weird thing to say. Okay, but anyway.
I know, I'm just acknowledging the elephant in the room that we've been talking about this whole time. But when it comes to the cologne, I don't need to wear any cologne. I could just wear deodorant. I could not wear deodorant. I could not have any of that.
Please wear deodorant. I don't care if you're going out with me or not. You should be wearing deodorant and none of that like natural stuff, like actual deodorant.
So actual deodorant. Well, all right. How about this, Kara?
I don't use crystals. I have never. Okay.
Okay. Let's not get into deodorant brands right now. I just want to ask Kara a question. Will you go out with Joshua one more time? You can take public transportation. He won't wear cologne, and we will pay for the date.
It's a pretty
Will you
good
go out
deal.
with him one more time?
Kara, come on, please, just give me a second shot at this.
I feel like I'm on Let's Make a Deal.
We met on eHarmony. We are a great match for each other. We could end up with each other.
Oh.
That's right. That's the place that claims to find the perfect people.
Yeah.
I've seen the commercials.
eHarmony never said he would hit someone in a car either. So,
I mean, that would make for a weird ad campaign. But
Yeah, that's true.
See, he's funny.
So, will you give him one more shot if he doesn't wear cologne? And you guys can talk about the whole car accident thing later, but
You have
will
to
you
say
give him another
yes.
chance?
okay, the thing is, it's like no cologne, not like pick another brand, like no cologne.
Joshua?
Like I don't trust your ability to like bathe yourself in it.
if you go out with me, I promise I will not wear any cologne. I just feel like we had a good vibe before things happened.
Will you do it, Kara?
Okay, but if I show up and I smell anything on you, like any cologne, I'm leaving. And if your bumper is damaged or I see like blood or hair on the front of your car, we're done.
I have already cleaned the car. You can't see anything on it. So,
Well, that's really good to know.
right.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
Good. Congratulations, Joshua. You got a second date.
oh, Kara, I'm excited to see you again, and I promise you won't regret it.
Unless he runs over another person.
Oh, wow.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, I agree. I'd rather date a murderer than a guy who had bad cologne.
Oh, come on.
And I think personally, I agree too. If you missed today's second date update, this guy Joshua wanted to call this girl named Kara. He wasn't getting a call back, and he figured it was because he actually ran over a dude on their first date.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't his fault. That's been proven in a court of law.
Yes.
A guy was crossing at the wrong time, and he kind of clipped the dude and then reversed and ran over his leg.
Again.
And he thought maybe that was a bit too much, and she thought he did it on purpose or something because he wasn't paying attention. But that wasn't the reason. The reason was it was because he was wearing very bad cologne.
Oh, man.
And she didn't even want to be in the car with him in the first place because his cologne was so terrible.
That's so sad, though, when you get in a car accident and she's like, thank God I can leave now.
Yeah.
This is my cue. Like, I have an excuse.
I know, she's actually excited because she just saw somebody get hit with a car. Like, oh, sweet. I get to stand outside and wait for the cops to show up. That's going to take a while. Fresh air. Yeah, if somebody has really bad cologne, it is terrible. Like, think about if you're in your office and you get on the elevator after somebody with bad cologne or bad perfume.
Oh, that's the worst. You can just
is
smell their aftermath.
Disgusting. But anyway, they agreed to go on a second date. She actually said she would go out with him again.
Yeah.
I recommend they take an Uber. And he also can't wear any cologne on their date, which means he's probably so scared now he's not going to wear deodorant, cologne,
Oh, no.
not even shower, no soaps, and he's just going to smell terrible. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
I'm pretty excited about today's second date update because from reading the description of the date on the email that we got, it sounds like we're going to be doing a second date update with one of the members of the Three Stooges.
What?
Or all three of the Stooges.
Did someone like slip on a banana peel or
Kind of
something?
sounds like that. Tiffany, who is on the phone with us right now, wants to do a second date update today. She wants to call a guy named Eric. But the description of your date, Tiffany, in your email sounds like you had one of the worst experiences ever or one of the most hilarious if you like slapstick comedy.
Oh, well, thanks, I guess. I mean, I don't know. We actually, besides those, like, couple little incidents, I thought had an amazing time.
Incident.
Yeah, so why don't you just kind of like run through the string of events that you documented in your email, and I want everybody to hear it.
Well, first of all, I was really excited to go out with Eric, and we decided to meet at a bar for happy hour, and I ended up, just like, traffic was terrible, and so I think I was about 20 minutes late. So I got there, and I was so apologetic. I felt so bad, and then I was trying to tell him the story of what had happened, and I use my hands a lot,
Yeah.
and I accidentally hit myself in the nose and gave myself a bloody nose.
See, that's hilarious. That's what I mean by it sounds like an episode of the Three Stooges or something. You're just like poking each other in the eyes and giving yourself a bloody nose.
Did you run to the bathroom?
No, because at first he noticed and I didn't notice.
Oh, no.
So you hit yourself in the nose and you're still talking to him, and then he just
Bleeding
started to see blood trickle down your upper lip.
Yes, well, because it wasn't like a lot at first, and then I used to get bloody noses all the time when I was a kid. So I thought he was gonna like spit out his water, and I was like, "What is going on with you?" And he's like, "Your nose is bleeding." And then I was like, "Oh my God, I have a bloody nose." I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to take like a napkin because it was like a cloth napkin. So I just like held my hand under my nose, but I wanted to finish the story.
What? You just stayed at the table?
Yeah, you continued telling the story with the bloody nose and didn't be like, "I'll be back in a minute."
Well, it was bleeding, but like I was just getting to the good part, and I figured I'll just take care of it in a second.
I would have been humiliated if I got a bloody nose on a first date.
I know. I feel so dumb. Like, what am I, 7? Like talking with my hands like that, and then I gave myself a bloody nose.
Yeah,
You have
that's pretty funny.
horrible hand-eye coordination.
But it was an accident.
Well, I understand that, but there's a lot of things that I've done in my life that are accidents that are really embarrassing.
Do you punch yourself in the nose often?
Just to like, if I ever need to make myself sneeze.
What?
Oh my
You punch
God.
yourself in the nose if you need to make yourself sneeze.
Tickle your
Yeah, that will make you sneeze.
Okay, I had no idea.
That is strange.
So I'm guessing that eventually you cleaned up your nose and got the date back on track.
Right. And we continued to talk and laugh for like over an hour. And then it was like time to go home. And he walked me to my car.
Yeah.
Good.
And so I thought, like, oh, okay. I just figured he was going to try and kiss me, maybe. I mean, and he didn't.
You have blood all over your face.
Yeah.
Crusties all over your
the bloody
nostrils.
nose wasn't there anymore at this point, right? Like it was all cleaned up?
Yeah.
Okay. So he didn't go in for a kiss.
No.
How did you guys end everything? What's the last
my
thing?
gosh. So then I forgot to tell you, I just feel bad about, like, the bloody nose and being late. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. I feel like we had fun. And I'm like, I really want to do this again. I go, I'll make it up to you, and I'll pay the next time we go out.
Wow, that's tight.
What did he say to that?
He just was like, yeah. But, like, it was kind of like a yeah where, like, then I got home and I called my friend Amy, and I'm like, what do you think this yeah sounds like? Do you think? And she couldn't figure it out either. Like, is it a yeah, like, he's just tired but he was into it, or if, like, he was trying to be cool, or if he's not into it at all?
So, well, it's probably a yeah that he's not really into it because he hasn't been calling you back, right?
Yeah.
I've texted him twice since then, and the second time I sent a text that said, remember, I'm paying, with, like, a wink face.
Yeah. And nothing? He didn't respond to that?
Mm-mm. Like, I realized this was probably not a perfect date for Eric, and a lot of that was my fault, but I think in between those, like, really embarrassing moments that, like, we had a lot of fun. He seemed to be having a good time. He talked a lot. He laughed a lot. And I want a second chance, you know, like a movie.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and then get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, hang on.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Call now to win a $1,000 cash crate.
1-866-MOVING-92.5.
It's
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Tiffany is on the phone with us, and today she wants to call a guy named Eric. Eric and her had a lovely first date at a bar where she physically assaulted herself at the table and gave herself a bloody nose. I guess Tiffany was talking with her hands and accidentally smacked herself in the nose and then got a bloody nose. Tiffany, are you about ready to call Eric?
Yes.
You really like this guy. Are you going to be sad if he says something mean?
I mean, besides those couple of incidents, I thought we had a lot of fun, and conversation was good, and...
All right. So there's really nothing that you can think of. I mean, other than punching yourself in the nose, everything seemed to go very well.
Maybe he's one of those guys that gets mad, like, if you're more than 2 seconds late or something.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you did show up about 20 minutes
20
late.
minutes late.
All right, well, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get him on the phone and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
Yes, speaking.
Eric, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Sorry, man. I'm not going to buy anything or whatever.
No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just need like 5 minutes of your time.
Whoa.
He thinks that
I'm a
we're selling
telemarketer.
him something. I mean, kind of.
I'll dial him back.
Okay.
See if I can get him to invest in some life insurance.
Maybe buy some door-to-door meat.
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah, I'm not interested in anything, okay?
No, you're going to be interested in this, I promise.
Take me off the list or whatever.
No, hey, I'm not a telemarketer. I actually want to help you out with something.
Look, man, I don't need help. I'm fine.
I'm not. I promise you. Don't hang up. Hey, are you still there, Eric?
Yeah, I'm still here. What
Okay,
are you...
this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. And I'm not calling to sell you anything. I'm calling you because I got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What?
Yeah. Now are you a little interested in what I have to talk about?
I mean, not really, but what are you talking about?
You recently went on a date with a girl named Tiffany, right?
How do you know that?
Because Tiffany emailed me and asked me if I could get you on the phone and find out why you're not calling her back.
She works for the radio station?
No, she listens to the radio show and asked if we could call you to find out if she did something wrong on your date because she would like to see you again. So she's wondering why you're not getting back to her.
I mean, I don't know if I want to talk about that stuff on the radio or whatever.
Is there
If
anything?
she emailed you, she'll tell you whatever she wants. I don't really feel comfortable
Yeah,
talking
but
about.
she doesn't know. I mean, unless it's something that is your personal life and embarrassing about you. I can understand you not sharing that, but is there anything I can tell her just to give her some sort of advice?
I mean, like, talk to her about it, and you'll get a sense of why no one's going to go on another date with her.
Well, I talked to her about your date. She told us about it. She said there was an awkward moment where she accidentally hit herself in the nose, and her nose started bleeding.
Yeah, that was one of many incredible moments of the date, yeah.
Incredible, but I don't think you mean incredible
sarcasm.
like an actual good thing, right?
No, I mean it is like the most sarcastic thing possible.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you staying on the phone with me for a few minutes. If your date was that bad, don't you think it'd be nice to give her some advice so that in the future when she goes out with people, it isn't as painful as an experience as it sounds like it was?
She's just the weirdest person that I've ever gone on a date with.
That's intense.
How so?
You ever meet one of those people that just blows everything up into like the biggest possible deal? Like, oh my God, the traffic was the absolute worst. Like everything is underlined.
Yeah.
Everything is in caps lock. Everything is just 15 exclamation points. She was like, the traffic was the absolute worst traffic I've ever been in. Like, take New York traffic and take LA traffic and take Mexico City traffic or whatever she said and add them all together. That's the traffic I was just in. Can you believe it? And it's like, there's no way to possibly believe that. That's ridiculous.
It seems like you didn't even give her a chance, though. I mean, if you're talking about, she just obviously felt bad about the traffic and was trying to make up for it.
I see your point, but it was with everything. It wasn't just the traffic. It was every single element of our date, every story, every like reading of the menu.
Whoa.
You know, like, oh my God, they have margaritas here. Oh my God, I love margaritas, but I want it to be the best margarita. And the margarita comes, and it wasn't just like take a sip and like, this is pretty good. You want to try it? It's like, oh my God. This margarita is amazing. I've never had a margarita like this before.
I've definitely been around those type of people. I know exactly the type of person you're explaining.
Yeah, you just pray you're not at their table, but you just hear them from the other side of the room.
But come on.
This is the most amazing, life-changing margarita you've ever had, Eric. All right.
They met a shaman on the top of the hill to like taste the salt of the Himalayas on the rim of the drink. No, it's a dumb drink. I tried it and it was like, yeah, it's a margarita. It's a margarita.
Poor girl was just excited.
Yes, I've had
you
a
guys.
margarita in
Give
my
her
life.
A break. You know?
Hey, we talked to her a little bit, Eric, and I didn't get that vibe from her at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. She described the date as like one of the best dates she'd ever been on, and Eric
true.
was the greatest guy she'd ever met.
That's true.
Right. She kept telling, like, she had a bloody nose and, like, stayed at the table and kept telling her story and was like, and then I'm just sitting there and be like, you know, do you need something? Do you need a napkin or whatever?
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh my God, you're the greatest guy. You're just like the greatest guy. I'm like, you have blood coming out of your nose.
You're like, no, I'm not the greatest guy. I'm just a human, and I noticed somebody else with a bloody nose, and I thought I might give them something to wipe it up with. Hey, Eric, I really appreciate you giving us a little bit of information on your date, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm as exhausted now as I was after the date, just thinking about it.
Well, that was the
It feels
most.
like it's like a marathon, or like 3 marathons, or like the longest marathon in the history of the world.
Eric, I should also let you know that Tiffany is actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
What?
Oh, hi, Eric. That was really mean. I don't know why if you were having such a bad time, first of all, that you stayed. Second of all, you were laughing and having a good time and telling stories, too. And third of all, that really was the best margarita of my life. And I'm not ashamed to share that with people.
I suggested more drinks because I was going out of my mind.
Oh, because I'm not all bitter and like, margaritas, who cares?
I was going out of my mind, and I was just praying that the next drink you would see that if that margarita actually was the greatest margarita in the world, then by default, the next drink could not be as amazing. But it was even better.
Of course it could. It's probably from the same batch. That's how they do it at restaurants.
Eric, why you gotta be so mean, right? You're telling me that you didn't have any fun at all with Tiffany. She sounds like a fun girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like, in the like fleeting moments where there was just like a lull. Yeah, it's great, but it's like I'm sorry, you're just like, you take everything and make it into the biggest possible thing, and it's just exhausting. I can't. It's too much. It was not the speed that I go at.
Okay, so then just because apparently I'm too much for everybody, what speed do you go at? Like, what would you have wanted?
Just a normal conversation. I just want to have a normal conversation, okay? I don't want to have to feel like everything that we're talking about or everything that's been experienced is the greatest thing in the world or the worst thing in the world. I just want to have a calm, just regular, normal conversation.
That sounds like the most boring date of all time. Sorry you had such a terrible time. You didn't seem like it. And I'm sorry I was trying to have a good time and make everything fun and nice. That's a horrible thing to do when you're dating. I forgot.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's the most horrible thing you could do on a date.
Eric, do not be mean right now. Come on.
Hey, Eric, would you like to go out on a second date with Tiffany? We'll pay for a second date.
No, I'm good. I'm okay.
You sure?
No, I respectfully decline.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this. I regret even asking them to ask about a second date, and I would rather punch myself in the nose until my whole head bled out than go on another date with you.
I think,
So
you know
amazing.
what? That is a second date update
good.
first. We've had a lot of interesting endings to these things, but never somebody wanting to just beat their face in until they weren't alive anymore.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a guy on the phone for a second date today, and I really don't know much about him, but from what I could tell from reading his email, he's definitely a guy.
Okay, that's good, Jeffrey.
Very observant.
We're starting somewhere.
He's male.
That's the same thing.
He has a Y chromosome somewhere in his DNA.
Again.
Not sure where.
You lost me there.
You've learned one thing.
In short, he's a dude.
Okay.
Michael, would you say my breakdown of you is accurate?
That's a pretty accurate assessment, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard his voice. I think it's questionable.
I mean, I'm pretty good at reading people, gotta say.
There might be an extra chromosome in there somewhere, but I don't know.
Oh, man. Can we get one more fun fact other than you're a dude, Michael?
My favorite color is red.
Oh, wow.
We're really pulling back the curtain on this one.
What more do we need to know about him?
I already knew that, I could tell.
Yeah.
So, my masculine friend, tell me about the lady that you want us to call today. What's her name?
So her name is Rebecca, and
No, I'm guessing, hold on, I'm just going to guess that she's a girl.
You already said that.
Am I right?
Oh, my God.
You have a gift, my man.
Where'd you meet Rebecca?
so I met Rebecca in the elevator at my office building.
Ooh,
Cool.
that's a bold move.
Do you work there? Is that where you work?
Okay,
I'm getting
stop
a
it,
reading.
Jeffrey.
I'm sorry, I can't stop it from coming in.
I mean, that's a short elevator ride to meet somebody and really connect with someone. How did that happen?
Well, it was a strange situation. She walked into the elevator I was in, talking on her phone, and she was telling her friend, she's like, I have to go. There's a cute guy in the elevator.
What?
That's bold.
Dude, good move, Rebecca.
That's so cool.
Yeah, she was probably even faking that phone call. Like, that's a baller status move.
That's really
Well,
smart.
there's more, because before I could say anything to her, she turned to me and she was like, sorry for lying. You know, I just wanted to get off the phone with her.
What? Oh, no.
That hurt.
She
Dude.
lied?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. In 1 second, this woman built you up and then broke you down.
Yeah, just kidding, Ugly.
Yeah.
What'd
Wow.
you say?
Stung a little bit. I was like, ouch, you know, and she apologized. She smiled and just kind of like got off on the next floor.
Wow. Okay, so
So,
that's quite a romantic encounter.
Build you up, chop you down, have a good day.
Well, there's more.
Okay.
Really?
So the next morning, you know, I waited in the parking garage until I saw her park her car.
okay, creepy.
Oh,
I creeped a little bit. I mean, what am I going to say? I pretended to be on the phone, you know, and I got in the elevator right after her.
Uh-oh.
Then once I got on, I said out loud, sorry, I can't talk. There's a girl in the elevator that has the hots for me, but she's too embarrassed to ask me out.
Oh!
Snap!
That was
Dude.
amazing!
Bro, I would have kissed you right
Oh my
there.
God, I'm
Okay.
actually bowing down.
mad props on that one.
That
That's
was
smooth.
good.
That is a
So
smooth
good.
move.
I thought it was creepy. You were waiting for her. Now I get it, though.
Redeemed yourself with
Yeah.
that.
And I assume she loved it as much as we did.
Yes, she laughed, and she gave me her number right after, and she told me to call her.
Perfect.
Dang.
Dude, I'm high-fiving you
I
through the
know, I
microphone
am
right
too.
now.
I gotta take notes on this.
Good job.
Yeah. So how was the date? Where'd you guys go?
So, yeah, we went to a Mexican restaurant for dinner, and we agreed to check out some of their salsas. So she tasted a little bit and said it was kind of hot. You know, thinking I was being macho, I, like, put a ton on my food.
Oh, no.
And it was a lot worse than I thought it would be.
Couldn't handle the spice.
Yeah, I could not handle the spice. I started sweating through my clothes. My eyes were tearing up.
Oh my God, you just powered through your meal even though you couldn't eat it?
I was trying, but I was also crying at the same time. And she even asked me, like, are you crying? You know, and I said, no, it's just the salsa making tears come out of my eyes.
Oh, God. So you're bawling in the middle of a Mexican restaurant while on a date.
It was not a good look.
And when your mouth is on fire like that and your innards are burning, it's really hard to concentrate on anything else. Like,
And probably really embarrassing for her to have to sit across from that.
I mean, were you able to have a conversation?
Not really. I mean, it was bad. People were looking at us.
Oh, that bad.
And I mean, they thought I was a crazy person, or like, I think people thought that like we were breaking up or something, like I was being broken up with and I was crying. I don't know what they thought.
He's sweating just as much as he's crying,
Oh my God.
It's a great image, though.
Oh my God. But I love to sit next to couples like that because it makes your dinner so much more fun to like eavesdrop and try to figure out what's really going on.
Were you able to save this?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No.
That's probably why you're calling us.
What happened?
She eventually just said, I'm sorry, but I'm running late. I have to get home. And she helped me order an Uber, and, because I couldn't see straight. And she said, I hope you feel better. And I almost crapped my pants in the Uber.
Oh, dude.
Almost is a key word there, though.
Yeah.
Good on you, man. Good on you.
Funny side to everything, I guess.
Yeah. So have you tried to call and apologize and explain it all?
Yeah, I've reached out and haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
And I don't want to wait for her in the parking garage again. That'd be probably creepy.
You know what?
Yeah.
I appreciate that you realize that, and you'd be surprised to know how many people don't.
Yeah.
Just every day now, just waiting.
I think that's a quitter's attitude, and you should try
Okay,
it.
Jeffrey.
I'm at a loss here. I really screwed up, and I'm hoping you can dig me out of this hole.
I think we can. I think that you can recover from this.
We can come back from bad salsa. We can do this. All we have to do is play a song. We'll come back, and then we'll call her for you and try and get in a second date, all right?
All right, I'm psyched.
All right, hold on. We're in the middle of a second date with our suave new friend, Michael.
Oh, yeah, Michael.
He may have delivered the smoothest line we've ever heard on our show.
Seriously?
I agree with that.
I mean, smoother than a gallon of buttermilk going through a hound dog. Just
What?
silky smooth.
What is that analogy?
Has that ever been said before? We're
Now
chunky.
it has.
That
Now
is
it has.
very chunky.
Basically, a girl dissed him on the elevator, so he waited till the next day, pretended to be on the phone, and said, "Hey, I need to hang up. There's a girl here who has the hots for me, but she's too afraid to ask me out."
It still gets me.
And it worked.
Damn, it's good.
Dude, so many people are copying that move.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see someone in the elevator today.
I have a husband and I'm going to do it.
It was so amazing. It got him a date with a girl named Rebecca. But everything went downhill when they went to a Mexican restaurant and Michael put too much spicy salsa on his food.
Yeah, he said he grabbed the hottest one, like a challenge.
Yeah, did a little macho move and it didn't go well. So she ended up putting him in an Uber and sending him home. Now, to add insult to injury, Rebecca's not calling him back either. So, Michael, you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
God, Michael, what were you thinking? No woman on the planet has ever said, "Now I like him because he likes hot salsa." Like, it's not a thing for us.
The man brain does what the man brain does.
Yeah.
I agree, dude. You're trying to show off.
You are good with the one lines, So how are you feeling? Are you excited?
I'm nervous, excited, hoping it'll go well.
I'm very hopeful on this one.
That makes one of us, at least.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding, Michael. I think we do have a shot at getting another date with this one.
Yes.
All right.
Just don't eat any salsa before we call her, okay?
Well, I'm swearing off salsa for the rest of my life.
All right, good man. So I'm going to dial the phone number right now, and we're going to try and get your second date, all right?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Rebecca, please?
this is Rebecca. Who's calling?
Hi, my name's Young Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Oh, okay. Are you sure you have the right Rebecca?
I'm pretty sure.
Hi, Rebecca.
Oh, it's Minnie. Okay.
It's a whole radio show calling you.
Okay. Can I ask how you got my number?
No, you may not.
Yes, that is a great question,
That's
Rebecca.
very rude, and I don't appreciate that.
We will answer.
If you must know, we're calling on behalf of our friend named Michael.
Okay, this is really weird.
Yeah, we know.
Do you know a Michael? Could you think of a Michael that we're talking about?
Yeah, I know a couple Michaels. I have a coworker named Michael.
Okay, well, I don't know which Michael this is, but you went on a date with this Michael recently to a Mexican restaurant. Is that narrow it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, no, actually, I went out with all the last Michaels, all of them, 1 week.
So Michael wants to know why you're not calling him back after your date, because he says he had a good time, even though he knows he may have messed things up, literally, a little bit.
Oh, man, I'm sure he's embarrassed about that.
Oh.
It was a funny date. I've never had that situation on a date.
And you're talking about the situation as in the hot salsa that he ate when he was sweating profusely and everyone was staring at you guys.
And crying.
Oh, yeah, the crying.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Don't forget
part.
the tears. The tears are crucial.
That poor man, what were you thinking? Did you feel so bad for him?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty funny, actually, but...
Yeah, but also kind of a turnoff, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the only turnoff really was I had just as much of the same sauce on my food, and it didn't affect me at all.
Oh, really?
You know, those Michaels, they can be sensitive little flowers, can't they? But that's not a reason not to go out with someone, right?
I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. I was gonna call him again. That was really my plan.
So what happened to that plan?
Yeah, why aren't you calling him?
This is gonna sound weird.
Okay.
Something kind of, I don't want to say traumatic and be dramatic, but something kind of happened that made me, I don't know if I can go out with him again.
What?
Whoa.
That sounds juicy. I'm sorry, but did we miss something? Like he told us about the date.
Yeah.
So nothing happened on the date. This is really just, I'll just explain. I thought he was pretty cute, even though he was crying. And I was going to call him the next day when I woke up. But, you know, in the morning, you watch the news while you're getting ready for work and all that.
I mean, maybe if you're a senior citizen, you wake up and watch the news, but most of us don't.
Check social media.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, I still watch the news.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. Didn't mean to offend.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we all watch the news in the morning, okay? So what happened when you watched the news?
So I saw this segment, and they had a sketch image of a rapist that they were looking for, who looked just like Michael.
No. Oh, my gosh.
You saw a police sketch that you think is Michael?
Yeah, and it rattled me, and I was too afraid to text him back.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. Yeah, I
Wait.
can understand that.
Like, what were the features that made you believe it was him?
Oh, I mean, it looked just like him. Like the facial hair was cut the same like face shape, the eyes. It just was really uncanny.
Wait, do you think you should be calling the authorities like that uncanny, or you just don't want to go out with him again?
Well, I did do that.
You called police?
I called the police tip line and told them about Michael.
Oh my God.
I don't know that we should be doing this right now.
But what if he's not?
Well, they called me back, and it turns out they caught the actual guy, which is great, and it wasn't Michael.
See? But now...
Oh, wait, it wasn't him?
No.
Oh, that was a big roller coaster you just took us on.
So just imagine how I felt. I went on the date with this guy who, for several hours, I definitely thought was this guy the police were looking for.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that must have been really weird, but it's not him.
Yeah.
No, they caught the guy, but the thing is, it's like I can't get this image of the sketch out of my head.
It's not him, but you're not going out with him just because you thought it was him for a second?
Okay, so you know when a song reminds you of your ex and then you can't listen to the song anymore?
You know, like when a police sketch reminds you of a rapist and then you can't see that. What? No, I don't think that that's fair.
I mean, he's not the guy, but he is on the phone right now and wants to talk to you about it.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean he's on the phone?
Well, I mean, this probably doesn't help his, like, not being creepy case, but he's been on the other line listening this whole time and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah, Michael, you there?
Oh, my God.
Hi, it's Michael.
No.
Why are you saying it like that,
Michael.
Oh
dog?
my God, Michael. Come in with a different voice, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just kind of taking it all in.
Oh my God, that is the worst doppelganger that anybody could ever have. You know? Like, Michael, that sucks.
That's just so strange. You called the police on me. I'm not a rapist.
That's a
That's
good thing to
good.
say.
It's a very
Yeah.
good start.
Let's just put that out there.
All right.
I've never done rape, none at all.
Oh God!
It's not like a drug. Like you don't just like.
Oh my God! Okay,
Glad he doesn't
it's
even know how to
fine.
say it.
You guys, do you hear him?
Yeah, Rebecca, he's not the person that committed this crime, so you shouldn't be afraid of him.
Did he tell you guys how we met? If I look back at it, I'm like, oh, we kind of met in a creepy way. He has this creepy voice on the phone.
Okay, but none of that matters because the only thing that matters is that he is not the person that you saw the police sketch of.
And how is running into somebody on an elevator at work creepy?
Yeah, it wasn't like an abandoned elevator or something at night.
You guys are giving me a really hard time, and I feel bad. I just was trying to be a good citizen, and I was nervous.
I think, honestly, Rebecca, I think we all support your decision to call the police. I think that should always be something that you do. It's good on you for protecting yourself, but when they tell you that you were wrong, that it wasn't him, then you also have to kind of laugh at yourself and be like, wow, thank God, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you had a good feeling about this guy in the beginning, right?
You said yourself that you were going to call him back that morning.
It's just the sketch looks so much like him. I'm not sure I can get it out of my head.
What if I send you like 4 new pictures that look nothing like that guy?
Is that really the best idea you could come up with, Michael?
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, other than going out with me again, I mean, that's really what's going to diffuse this whole like rapist persona thing that's been impressed upon me.
No, I have a better idea. I think you have no other choice but to get some facial reconstructive surgery, dye your hair, maybe wear some colored contacts so you don't look like the sketch anymore.
Maybe shave
You
your
willing to
face.
do that?
I could trim my facial hair a little bit until this whole thing blows over, maybe.
There we go.
That actually might help.
Okay, I mean, Rebecca's coming around on the idea.
Honestly, he sounds genuine. I mean, the man can't even handle hot salsa. He's just a delicate little man.
I could just bring salsa to protect me.
That's all you need.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
All right, well, good. So if you're willing to do this, Rebecca, we'll pay for a second date with you and Michael.
Michael, are you sure you're okay with shaving your facial hair and maybe even getting a haircut?
She was serious.
It's not a problem. I was thinking about getting a new do anyway.
There you go.
Look at that.
I mean, yeah, who wants to look like a rapist anyway? Maybe it's time.
No one.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so successful second date. You guys are going out one more time.
Yeah, we did it.
All right. Let's just make sure that wherever we go, there's no TVs in the bar, so nothing pops up on the screen.
How many criminals can look like you, Michael?
There's a guy named Mike.
You never know.
You got to play it safe, Mike. It's the radio segment that just broke up with Olivia Rodrigo, and she is fuming about it.
Oh, next album.
Not because she liked him,
Oh.
because he lives on a deserted island, so she can't angrily drive by his house.
Ooh, yeah, that's rough.
Got to get a boat license for that.
Aggressively rowing.
Yeah.
So good luck with that. It's Laser Stories, segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we have a laser.
Yeah.
Those other tooth ticklers just don't. This first laser story is out of Redland City, Australia. A woman named Karen Williams is the local mayor, and according to reports, she wanted to go around and speak to families of drunk driving victims, saying she was committed to making the roads safer.
Okay.
That's great. We need people like that in the
Sounds
world.
like an anti-Karen thing to do. We're down for it,
You're
you know?
right. Her name's Karen.
Sure, just one problem with that, though. As she was driving around, meeting with them in different locations, she had a little too much to drink at each stop.
Ain't nobody got time for this.
Wait a
Stop
minute.
it.
Hold on.
Then, about an hour later,
Oh, no.
she drunkenly crashed her car into a tree.
Oh my God.
If the mayor's coming to your house slurring and talking about drunk driving, I mean, there's no red flags for anybody.
Fortunately,
I mean, it's Australia.
I guess.
Everyone's drunk all the time.
fortunately, she just hit a tree. No one was injured.
Oh, my God.
And a few days later, she apologized, saying it was a serious error of judgment
Yeah.
and she was deeply regretful. But so far, she's refused to resign.
Living up to the name.
She said she couldn't remember how many drinks she had, but it was several glasses of wine over a number of hours.
It's always a good sign when you can't remember how many.
Yeah.
So she hasn't been charged yet, so it's too soon to say what her punishment might be. But at least she knows what she's talking about.
I mean, she's living it.
I drove drunk once to get here.
I did on purpose.
It was a bad decision.
Don't do that.
This next laser story is out of Tokyo. Last Tuesday, a man in Japan went to a restaurant, drank way too much,
again,
and fell asleep out in the street.
Okay. It's better than driving.
Yeah, we've all been there.
You know, Karen should have followed his example.
In the morning, he noticed that the bag that he was carrying was gone.
He was there for a while. I mean, that's kind of to be expected, right?
Well, it's a problem because the bag had a USB drive in it that contained the personal information for everyone in the city. More than 450,000 people.
Oh my God.
You know, this whole time I thought security breaches were just like hackers.
This is more like here it is.
Just a tired drunk guy.
Hey, our city.
So it had things like their names, birthdays, addresses, tax information, and bank accounts on it.
She did.
So it was from his job, and he works for a company that provides benefits to the citizens. And even though he had access to that data, he was not supposed to download it and carry it around.
So there was a couple wrong decisions here.
Fortunately, the information on the flash drive is encrypted, so even though there's a threat of a messy public leak, there's no indication the data's been compromised. However, the drive has not been recovered yet.
Not
good.
He's like, God, why wouldn't it have been in the drive with my nude pictures on it? That would have been better.
That would have been better.
This next laser story is out of Virginia. There's an annual county fair called the Virginia-Kentucky District Fair that's been around for over a century.
Okay, cool.
Includes a lot of baking and cooking contests.
Tasty.
Even better, baby. Let's go.
And because of this, the internet's trying to track down a woman named Linda Skeens who dominated the field this year.
What? What'd she make?
So this happened earlier this month, but a list of winners just went viral. And it's basically just her name over and over again.
Oh, man.
She's good.
Best cook ever?
She's just killing it, huh?
She won Best Cake, Best Pie, Best Brownies, Best Jelly, Best Jam, Best Applesauce, Best Apple Butter, Best Pumpkin Butter, Best Sauerkraut, Best Spaghetti Sauce, and her Strawberry Fudge won Best Overall Baked Good.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to tell you right now, all the other moms that are cooking hate Linda.
Absolutely.
Linda's up in a store.
Take Linda down. Was she doping?
She also placed first, second, and third in 3 baking categories.
Did
Best
anyone-
cookies, best bread, and best candy.
You could literally put her best jam on the best bread. Combo
How are you good? How do you have time for all this?
How did she make it all?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, how do you...
What's her kitchen look like?
18 ovens.
Yeah.
She has 18 ovens.
Well, just for good measure, she swept all 3 categories in embroidery, too.
Okay.
Okay,
So she's
Mom.
She's like the goat of the county fair.
Totally.
She's their Serena Williams.
She's like, oh my God, I forgot. I got to go train my award-winning horse. I'll be right back. It's got a blue ribbon on it.
Because of this, Linda Skeens has become an internet legend overnight, and people want to see what she looks like.
Yeah.
I want some of her recipes.
Yeah.
When are we getting the Linda Skeens cookbook?
You guys, I have a feeling we see her and it's really like Martha Stewart in disguise.
Well, last we heard, she hasn't come forward yet, and the fair was still struggling to locate a picture.
What? They don't have one picture of Linda standing next to a jar of like
one of all her foods.
Something's not adding up here.
Another Virginia woman named Linda Skeens actually had to post on Facebook to let people know she's not the Linda everybody's looking for. Because people from all over the world have been reaching out to her, sending her requests, offering thousands of dollars to come cook Thanksgiving for them this year.
Take the credit and do it.
That's amazing.
I would say this is a celebrity chef in disguise, but the embroidery too.
I know. She should get like a sponsorship with Mason Jar. Is that like... Can we call that just a company at this point?
I agree. I'm into it.
This next laser story is out of Better Body headquarters. Here's a safe, simple health test for older adults. Try to stand on one leg for 10 seconds.
Already failed. I'm not even trying.
You're not going to try? You're going to
like
stand up right now?
If you can't do it,
you can do it while Jeff's talking.
if you can't do it, no worries. You
Okay.
just might die within a decade.
Okay, now I really don't want to do it.
That
was terrible.
Wait, can the longer we stand, the longer we live? Can we go that route or no?
Brooke is holding strong.
Oh, yeah, you're good,
Still
Brooke.
here.
Yeah, just stay there for the rest of this
I'm
break.
Like a
I am-
flamingo, you guys.
I have trouble sitting still, so I think I'm dying like tomorrow.
Okay.
Researchers in Brazil just published the results of a study that found adults between the ages of 31 and 35 who can't stand on one leg for 10 seconds without any additional support are twice as likely to die within 10 years.
Jose, you have to try it.
Yeah, come on, stand up. We need
Brooke's
to know.
like double that age, and she's doing it fine.
Not double that age. Get out of here.
There is no direct connection between
one?
balance and one particular disease, although generally those who failed were in poorer health. So that might have contributed to the higher death rate among those who had bad balance.
Dude,
Okay.
Jose's still going. He's good.
I think my
Yeah.
diabetes fights off the high blood pressure and the cholesterol. So I
I'm
think
sure
they
that's
clash.
how the doctors say it.
I think
works.
that's how doctors work.
Yeah, you guys are all balancing pretty
I'm
fine.
I'm not even going to test because I'm
you
too
remember-
young for this.
I'm doing okay.
There was like the get off the floor without using your hands test that
Oh,
did
yeah.
the same thing a
We
while
have
ago.
the picture of you face
Oh,
down
yeah.
up in the
Oh,
aux
yeah,
booth.
Yeah, Brooke doesn't look like she's doing a health test at all.
I know one guy who's been balancing on a shoe, though, for the last 3 hours, and he's doing just fine.
No,
This guy.
more than balancing, Jeff.
Turtles do live a long time.
Yeah.
No hands, no feet to balance on this.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A lot of times when you're out on a first date, you do something embarrassing. You embarrass yourself somehow. And then you never want to see that person again. Even if they like you, they call you, they try to get you on the phone. You're like, what happened on the date was just way too embarrassing. I remember I went on a date with this girl a long time ago, and we went out on the date, and we were there, and like there were people coming up and recognizing me from the radio, and we were leaving, and I gave like this homeless guy like $100 bill, and he cried about how it changed his life and all this stuff. And I was so embarrassed because she had just gone out with the perfect man, and I was like, there's no way I can continue this. I'm so embarrassed that she saw that stuff happen. I can't continue it. So she'd try to call me, and I just would ignore her calls. I knew it was just going to ruin everything.
And I'm sure she also looked like, you know, a supermodel as well, but you had to turn it down.
Yeah, and that was it. I felt like I was too attractive for her. All kinds of embarrassing stuff happened on that date. Well, James, who is on the phone with us right now, has an embarrassing story from his date, too. Maybe not as embarrassing as my thing.
Whoa.
But something happened on his date that is actually very embarrassing. Not for him, for the girl that he actually went out with.
Oh, no.
And that's why he thinks she's not calling him back. James, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
So the problem on your date wasn't that you were too perfect like I have.
No, not this time.
Okay.
Not this time.
So tell us a little bit about the girl that you want us to call today. Her name is Lauren.
Yep.
And where did you meet Lauren?
We got set up on a blind date.
Was it? Wow. Was it blind, or did you Google search her, find her on Facebook?
Completely blind.
Really?
All I
That's-
knew was the person knew.
That is risky.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And what did you guys decide to do when you went out?
Well, I didn't want to do anything, high pressure, high stakes. So we got in touch and we met for breakfast one day.
Okay.
And how did breakfast go? You guys enjoyed each other's company even though you hadn't seen each other or known anything about each other?
Yeah, I don't want to sound cliche or anything, but I mean, it was great. I mean, we had about an hour date and it just flew by. She was stunning. When she walked up for the first time, she was absolutely beautiful. So that, I guess that's a lot of the anxiety of a blind date was out the window.
What was her reaction to you? I mean, did you pick up on anything? Did she seem similarly, satisfied?
Yeah, I mean, we were joking around by the end of it, like we were old pals. She was laughing at my jokes, she was cutting jokes around me, and there was really no awkward lull in the conversation. Just one sort of topic led to the other, and
James,
she seemed to really.
Look, the date sounds great and everything. It sounds awesome, but I want to know about the embarrassing part. That's what I want to talk about right now.
All right. So after we finished breakfast, we didn't have anything to do for a while, so I said, let's just go for a drive. Just to drive. No expectations, no nothing like that. So she said, fine, let's do it. That sounds like a great idea. So we hop in my car, and we're driving around, and we're stopping at, really nice little parks and little things here and there that just are nice to look at. And so while we're driving and we're joking around, and I start to, as playfully, nothing expected, but playfully just tickle her side, nudge her in the side, see she's ticklish. So I just tickle her here, tickle her there, just goofing around, sort of a flirty kind of thing.
Real quick, James, was she into that? Because tickling somebody on a first date, to me, sounds kind of strange.
Tickling somebody that you've dated for a year even is hard sometimes.
I know it was a little bit weird, but she was laughing. She seemed to have a good time. She never told me to stop or push me away or anything.
Okay.
Right.
And as she's laughing, as I'm having a good time, she let one fly.
And what did she do after she farted on your first date?
She turned the reddest color of red you've ever seen in your life.
Did you keep tickling her? Did you say anything? Did you try to act like you didn't notice it?
Because, it wasn't like a silent one where maybe you heard it. Like, there was no doubt that you heard it and it was from her.
Did you start laughing?
I did not know. It's like you put the mute button on the car.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
It's so hard not to sometimes, though, because farts are so funny.
I wouldn't have known how to react in that situation. I think I would have just acted like it didn't happen, but obviously it's one of those situations where, like, if you're on an elevator and you smell something, you're like, one of us did it.
Yeah.
And
nobody make eye contact.
Nobody just will pretend. But unfortunately,
the elevator is safer because in a car with two people, it's a pretty short process of elimination.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, and unfortunately, you're stuck with her now because you're on a date. So
yeah, so you could tell she was really embarrassed. She was like slinking down in her seat. She was trying to get as close to the door as possible. Like, she was so embarrassed, and it happens. These things happen. It's what happens inside of us. I was trying to tell her, like, it's okay. You got nothing to worry about. Everyone does it. I do it. We all read that book growing up. It's just a natural thing.
And what was her response to that?
She was like, thank you. I understand. It's just really embarrassing. And she could tell that I was trying to help her, but I felt bad for her. I really did, because she was really beating herself up about it, and she didn't really have a reason to. But I understand where she was coming from.
Yeah.
Now, I'm assuming your date ended shortly after that.
It did. I asked her if she wanted to keep driving or if she wanted to call it, and she said, I think, I really had a great time, but I need to get going. I got stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we drove back to the restaurant where we had breakfast, and that's where her car was, and we sort of did that, awkward goodbye where we both kind of still have the seatbelts on, but we hug across the steership.
That's so awkward.
Passenger to the driver's side.
Right. Okay.
And I asked her, can I call you or can I text you? Can I see you again? And she told me she would text me or she would call me.
And you haven't heard anything from her at all?
No, not a thing.
Have you tried to get a hold of her?
Yeah, I've texted her a couple times, and I called her once, and it went right to voicemail. But otherwise, nothing.
Okay.
I can't imagine being so embarrassed about one fart that you wouldn't ever call a guy again,
Girls-
especially when the guy is expressing so much interest
but
in you
girls
still.
don't fart. Like,
Yeah.
we don't think about that.
And if she wasn't embarrassed before, now all of Seattle knows that you're there.
Very embarrassed now. All right, well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right, thanks, man.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, James, I think I know how you screwed up on your first date.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. James wants us to call this girl named Lauren today. They went out on a breakfast date. It was all good and everything else, but the most important part of the date that we need to remember is she farted on their first date because he was tickling her, and then she was very embarrassed about that, and the date ended shortly after, and he thinks that she's not calling him back because she's embarrassed. And she probably was very embarrassed, and I think, James, the mistake that you made on your date was after she did that, after she tooted, you just try to make her feel better by consoling her and being like, oh, don't worry about it, everybody does it. What you should have done was fart yourself.
Absolutely.
Louder than her. And then you guys could have like a little fart battle in the car, and then it would be cute to be like, see, everybody does it, you know?
That's actually a good idea.
If I had that talent, I might have.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you could do it on command. All right, you ready to call her and see if the reason that she isn't calling you back is because of Fartgate?
Yeah, Let's do it.
All right, man. Dial the phone right now.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Lauren, please?
It's she.
Hey, Lauren, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Where are you calling from?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay. Why are you calling?
I'm
sorry.
calling because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then aren't calling them back, and they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask if something went wrong.
Okay, I didn't email anyone.
I know you didn't email
I
us.
didn't give the... Okay.
Somebody emailed us about you, though.
About me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners.
Okay.
His name is James.
Oh, my God.
You remember going out with James?
You know what? I don't think this is a good idea for me to talk to you.
Really? Can I just tell you real quick what he said about you? Because I really would like for you guys to go out again because he liked you a lot.
Well, first of all, he shouldn't have said anything about me.
Okay. Well, he told us about your first date, and he told us about the embarrassing incident.
What do you mean?
Well, he said that during the date, he was kind of tickling you and you're messing around, and then you passed gas.
Oh, Lauren.
He told you that?
Yes, he did.
It's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
But it's not a big deal, and that's why we're.
Paul, it's not even about being embarrassed. I cannot believe he would. So, what was the whole point of him calling you and he called you to tell you that so you could just embarrass me on the radio?
No, not at all, Lauren. He called and told us that because when we do this segment, we always talk to people about the date that they went on to figure out if there's anything awkward that happened.
Well, that's really messed up. He shouldn't have told you that because it was private.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. The only reason he told us that, though, was because he thought that's why you weren't calling back because you were embarrassed.
This is so up. He should be embarrassed. He's a complete weirdo. I thought he was a psycho, and obviously he is.
Why do you think he's a psycho?
First of all, it was weird that he was tickling me, by the way. That's so weird.
I thought that. Okay, so you sound like you don't like him very much. Before we let you...
I mean, I'm sorry. If you would like to know what a weirdo he is, I'm happy to tell you because obviously he has no problem calling a radio station and telling them something personal about me.
I would love to hear what a weirdo he is. And I'm sorry. You shouldn't be embarrassed. We're not trying to embarrass you at all.
No.
It's more just so James can know why you're not calling him back.
Well... So we went out for breakfast on our date because, I wanted to make sure he wasn't a weirdo, and it was actually nice. And then he wanted to know if I wanted to take a drive. It was a really nice day out, and on the drive, it was beautiful. It was the perfect day, and so we stopped at some parks. We just stopped at various places. But then when we got to one place, and he pulled over, and I was like, "Oh, I thought he was going to try to make out with me," and he told me that he had something he wanted to show me. So he got out of the car and I got out of the car and he walked me back to the trunk of the car.
Oh my gosh.
That is scary already.
What was going through your mind at that moment?
I was worried that there was going to be a sledgehammer, but I was hoping it would be I don't know, maybe he was getting a jacket or something. You know what I mean? I was maybe he's getting a jacket.
Right.
So he opened the trunk. And he pulled out an urn. Okay,
okay.
Like a silver urn.
Weird.
And he said, "This is really important to me. This is really special to me. This is my father."
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a little bit heavy for a first date.
Yeah, and I didn't even know what to think. I was just silent. I didn't even ask anything. I didn't want to know anything about it at that point.
Yeah.
And then he just says, because my father really loved birds, and so whenever I drive to someplace beautiful and see bird feeders, I stop because it was his final wish that I sprinkle his ashes into the bird feeders so he can be free with the birds.
Oh wow. God. That's
a lot.
That's kind of weird. I mean,
so weird.
If that's his father's last wishes, that's one thing. But to do that with you on a first date, hey, we're going to share this special experience and feed my dead father's ashes to some birds. I could see how that would kind of turn you off a little bit, Lauren.
That's at least third date material.
So
Come on.
Yeah.
Did you guys spread ashes together?
Yeah, because I was afraid he was going to kill me. Because I was like, how did his father die? Like, did he kill his dad? Like,
Yeah.
Not natural causes, bro.
Wow. All right. I can see why that turns you off then, Lauren. That's kind of strange.
yeah, I was just like so relieved, honestly, when I got home and I was not dead.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Lauren.
Yeah.
He's also on the other line right now.
Are you serious?
I am. I'm sorry.
Hi, Lauren.
Oh my God.
I'm just a little offended that, I decided to open myself up and let you in on something, personal and special to me, and then you judge me by it,
What? First of all, here's the thing. I'm really sorry to hear about your dad, but you need to understand that that's actually nuts, what you did. Like, I didn't even know your dad was dead. Like, if we've been dating for a while, fine, maybe. But not only was it our first date, it was the first time that I met you. Like, so did you know we were going to do that? Like, that's weird.
No, I had no intention, but when we were driving and I saw the birds and I said,
Yes,
this
there's
would
birds
be a great
everywhere.
time
You like pull over every time you see a bird.
make good to my dad, and at the same time, see what kind of connection I have with this girl that I had a great time at breakfast with, had a great time talking to, had a great time driving with, and I thought, maybe she was kind of real. Maybe she was a little bit deeper than just a puddle, that maybe she
What?
didn't
Are
understand
you
what I was doing.
serious? Because I am weirded out you pulled out an urn on our first date. I'm shallow.
It's a little bit because you can't understand why I'm doing it.
It is weird that you would take me to the trunk of your car, pull out an urn of your dad's ashes on our first date, and then feed the birds with it.
I mean, I didn't get weird when, you told me about all these traditions you have with your grandma and all these other things.
Yeah, that is different. I was telling you what we used to make on Thanksgiving. If I told you that she was dead and I baked her ashes into a pie and ate it every Thanksgiving, then it would be the same.
Must I remind you that I overlooked the fact that you completely stunk up my car?
That is so up. Like, by the way, it's like completely weird also to tickle people on the first date. Like,
Oh, yeah, we forgot about the tickling thing.
Very true.
Well, it sounds like you two just had a wonderful time together, and that would mean that I need to ask Lauren if she would like to go on a second date with James. We'll pay for you to go on a second date. No? You answered before I was even done asking the question, Lauren.
No, I'm sorry. I just can't. I understand that this is very personal to him, that I cannot.
All right. James, I'm sorry, man. No second date for you.
Can't blame the guy for trying, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe just wait a little while to bust out your dad's ashes on a date,
I could probably try that out.
Yeah, try that, and then also wait a little while to bust out the tickling on the date.
Yes.
She should not order the burrito.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.